What's up guys, today we're doing a low fade and I'm just going to start out by parting the hair and separating the top from the sides. Now I'm going to come in with my number 2 closed, and I'm just going to remove all the bulk and form the shape that I want around the entire head. I don't want to clear up too much in the back because we are keeping it low, so I'm going to go about right up to the occipital bone. Then I'm going to come in with my clipper over comb and just remove some of that bulk from the top. Make sure that you comb the hair down every once in a while just to make sure everything gets into the clippers. Alright, now I'm coming in with my trimmers and I'm going to set my bald line just going right over the ear. I want to keep it low. Make sure you use your mirror to make sure that both sides are nice and even. Alright, now I'm gonna come in with my trimmers, flip them upside down, and just remove all the hair under the guideline. Alright, now I'm coming in with my Andis shavers and I'm just gonna bring everything down to skin right under my bald line, just so the haircut lasts a few more days and it gets that nice gradient. As I get up closer to the guideline, I'm gonna flick downwards just so I avoid creating any harsh lines. Now I'm coming in with my clippers open and I'm going to set in my second guideline about half an inch above where I set my first one. Make sure that you're thorough with this step, just to make sure that all the hairs get cut the same length. That way you don't have any dark spots. Alright, now I'm coming in with my clippers closed and I'm just going to hit that very bottom line just to blend it up, and as I go up I'm going to open my lever a little bit just to make sure it's nice and blended. make sure you use the corners of your blade just so you have control over everything. You don't want to cut off too much. Alright, now I'm coming in with my one guard, and I'm gonna go about an inch above where I just was. I like using the one guard instead of a half guard, because using the half guard will just make the blend way too high, and it'll bring the fade up too much, and we want to keep it low. Alright, now I'm gonna take my one guard and close it up and just hit that very bottom line to soften it up before I come in with my half guard. Alright, so now I'm coming in with my half guard, and I'm just gonna take out that line completely. Just playing with the lever to see what works. Alright, now I'm gonna come in with my 1.5s, and I'm just gonna blend that one open right into the 2. Make sure as you get up to the 2 you flick out, just to make sure you don't create any new lines. Alright, now I'm gonna come in with my blending shears over the comb and just make sure that the sides are blended nice and lean to the top. I like to use my blending shears instead of clipper over comb because it just helps soften that blend up. Now I'm just coming back in with my half guards and detailing, removing any dark spots I see. Alright, now I'm gonna spray the top and get it nice and wet. And we're gonna go ahead and set in our guideline right down the middle of the head. He just wanted a little trim, so we don't want to take too much off.
Stella.
Now I'm just coming back in with my blending shears and making sure that the top lays nicely onto the sides. Now I'm just gonna come in and fix any spots that might not be blended, that I might have missed the first time. Now we're just gonna blow dry the hair. I'm just applying some texturizing powder to add a little volume into the top. Hold the hair up with my hair grips. I'm just gonna line up the C-cup, starting at the top and then starting at the bottom, and then just gonna meet them right in the middle. I'm just gonna line up the edges as well, just keeping it as natural as possible. Same thing on this side.
Stella.
And now I'm just gonna come in with my straight razor and just remove any hairs on his neck, just to make it nice and clean. Alright, that's the finished cut. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe. See you next time.